Welcome back to the Monster Picker channel. Got a delicious treat for you today. The 1980 film, Taboo. Crazy. You know, you look at the front, the artwork on this box, and these people aren't even in this movie. For whatever reason, they chose not to use Kay Parker and Mike Ranger for the cover of the box. That's the front. Let me see if I can show you the back. I'll cover this little part up. There, well, let me try it like this. We'll do the back here. There's the back. And I even have this. I own this one on DVD. And here's the back of the DVD. Hopefully I could show this. Yeah, look at that. As I always do with these adult movies, I think I know what everybody wants to hear. They want to know, what's the movie about? Who's in the movie? What are the scenes like? Tell us, describe exactly what's happening. Well, I am providing a great service here. So, why don't you help me out? Hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. That way I can keep doing these video and movie reviews. Kay Parker portrays a woman whose husband has left her for his young secretary, forcing her and their son to fend for themselves. In order to put her life back together, she takes a secretarial job. After her boss makes an uncomfortable pass at her, she becomes caught in a vortex of lust and passion for her young son, Paul. Yeah, so this movie opens, it begins with a sex scene right out of the gate. We got Kay Parker porking some dude. She's giving his, how do I say this? She is giving his member a little talking to. And he wants the lights on, she wants them off, and so there's some oral, reverse cowgirl, and a pull out on the bush with reinsertion. Once they're finished, he tells her, listen, babe, it's over. I can't take this anymore. And she knows he's having an affair with his young secretary.
For years now.
And she's devastated.
Years. Every time we do it, it's like the first time for you. Patty.
So he leaves, and she knows she's going to have to find a job. And she tells her son, you know, that his old man has left them.
He wants you to think about living with him.
And I got to say, that sex scene will definitely make your meat missile whistle. Scene number 2 goes to her son, Paul Thomas and Dorothy LeMay.
When was the Battle of Hastings?
She gives him some oral stimulation with some deep throat.
Oops.
And soon, another hot blonde walks into the room.
Paul knows all the answers.
Before we know it, there's a threesome.
Be his paper.
And Paul pounds this girl missionary.
Well, I'll leave you two alone. Hey, wait a minute.
And then there's some behind, and he unloads on the bush and does a reinsertion. So after this scene, it jumps to Kay walking around. She's looking for a job. She's going through the classified and going to different businesses that have help wanted signs outside. She takes this secretary job working for an old friend, and he just can't seem to keep his eyes off of her.
I'm just going out with him because I trust you. What? Jerry, what are you doing? What's going on over there?
And after spending some time
Is Jerry
looking at
raping
her,
you? Cut that out, you son of
he
a
just
bitch.
can't resist the temptation of those colossal jugs. So he goes in for the grab.
I need it.
Wait a minute, Barbara.
She gets angry and starts to leave, and he begs her to forgive him, that you know, he's always had a thing for her, and you know, just come back tomorrow and all that stuff.
We've known each other too.
And she agrees that she will come back, but he better never do that again. Scene number 3, 2 girls and a guy.
Oh, I thought he was raping.
Begins with oral guy on girl.
Oh, lovers, you should have heard that.
This blonde and Asian girl, and the guy, there's some oral, reverse cowgirl, then it goes to the missionary, and the guy gets on top of the blonde, unloads on the stomach scene, and then she gives it that one final deep kiss. Scene number 4. Dorothy LeMay doesn't want to be left out. She's hot and ready from the other scene and needs a good porking. So Paul obliges. Then by some reverse cowgirl action along with some missionary. This scene ends with a facial climax and her mouth just wide open and eager to take the last drops. Afterwards, he reinserts. This is the best scene in the film. After this, it goes back to his mom's date, where there's an orgy. She's taken to a swingers party, and there's this orgy with like 5 or 6 couples. We got cowgirl scenes, there's lesbian scenes. Hold on, the battery's about to die, so I have to do a switcheroo here. All right. So where were we? So we covered the orgy scene with all the guys and girls. There's girls on girls. There's guy on girls, and there's all kinds of stuff going on. It's a scene definitely worth watching. So after that long orgy, and Kay doesn't take part in it. Her date goes in and sleeps with these other women, and Kay just waits for him on a couch. She gets home that night from her date, and she just can't sleep. She can't sleep. She's thinking about all that steamy, hot sex. So she climbs out of bed. She goes to she checks on her son Paul, who just happens to sleep in the nude. And when she's staring at him, she sees that big crooked beef stick and decides to alleviate the pressure of his tool with some immoral oral. After that, she climbs on top of him and does some bull riding. It ends with a slippery salami slide in between those great big melons and ice capping those mountaintops. Well, the next morning, Paul gets up and walks into the kitchen. He noticed his mom left him a note saying that, what they did was wrong and she still loves him, but they need to talk about what happened. And then it cuts to a scene with her going to visit her friend to discuss this. She feels just horrible about it. Kate Parker tells her friend she had sex with her son and just feels terrible. And she still lusts after him, but has fallen in love with her boss, Jerry, who took her out on that date. Jerry, the boss, later that night he goes over to her house for dinner and she makes a nice meal and, he tells her that he loves her. And they go to the bedroom and just like every other loving couple, to show their affection for each other, she performs oral sex on him. The movie ends with him asking her to marry him. He tells her he's fallen in love with him, and will she accept, or does she keep her incestual relationship with her son? I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to tell you. You want to know? You got to watch the movie. Go buy the movie. IAFD, the internet, I think it stands for International Adult Film Database. You can look this movie up and you will find out where you can purchase it. So overall, The things I like, this movie, the acting is very good. All the women are very sexy and pretty. The scenes are very steamy. Kay Parker definitely performs well with and without the big meaty microphone in her mouth. This movie came out in 1980 at the final stage of the golden age of pornography. And yeah, they just, you know what? They don't make them like this anymore. So 1 to 5 scale, 5 being the best. What do I give Taboo? You know what? Don't have to wait for this one. You can tell. I give Taboo, I don't give it anything. It earned it. 5 stars. Or 5 bars. This movie delivers. It delivers. Classic shot on film. This is a great adult film, and there are so many scenes. The music in it, the soundtrack, everything about this movie is good. I really enjoyed this. So that's it. I ain't got anything else. Click like and subscribe. Let me know you enjoyed the video, and if you've seen this and you disagree with my review, let me know. Thank you for watching, and stay safe.
Thanks for today, Jerry. It really helped a lot.
You know me, good guy, Morgan. Let's go in.
I want it to happen again.
No, Paul, don't. The world has a dirty word for this.